Charles Rice, Assistant Chief for Planning here for Charles County Government in the Planning Division. The land preservation programs are designed to preserve productive farmland and forest land throughout the state of Maryland. Here in Charles County, we're very fortunate to have a lot of those resources. Charles County is the third most forested county in the state of Maryland. A lot of people don't realize that, so it's a very valuable resource that we're trying to preserve along with the productive farmland that we have. So the way land preservation works are folks apply to essentially sell a conservation easement on their property. And it's an agreement that's recorded in the land records that forever preserves that piece of land for farmland and forestry, and limited rights can be retained for future development, especially for family members. And for signing that agreement, there's a one-time lump sum payment to the landowner for making that commitment. And it's a great way to get equity out of the property while retaining ownership and passing it on to future generations. So typically eligible properties are at least 50 acres in size unless they're adjoining property that's already preserved. And then we look for productive soils as mapped in our USDA soil survey. We really have two go-to programs in the county, the Maryland Ag Land Preservation Program and the Rural Legacy Program. The Maryland Ag Land Preservation Program has been in existence since the early 1980s. We have one of the first properties that went into that program for preservation at Serenity Farm at Benedict. It went in the 1980s, about 200 acres. Since then, we've enrolled thousands of acres in the Maryland Ag Land Preservation Program and continue to do that throughout the last several years. The land preservation program is important to preserve that land base and productive soils to continue to serve the local economy with fresh food and produce, as well as timber fiber production. We saw that with the pandemic. Having that local food source was very valuable for us, and people to be able to go out on the farm, source local food without going to grocery stores. So that was a direct benefit of those local farms.
Hi, I'm Cindy Bliss. We are at Zekich Ridge Farm, and Zekich Ridge Farm is located in La Plata, Maryland. And it is also host to Bliss in the Barn, our event venue, and then Zekich Ridge Flowers, which is a new business for us in the last 2 years. We decided to participate in the land preservation program for a few different reasons. One, my dad's dream was for us to keep the farm for his grandchildren and their children and their children. So he wanted to see the children play in his farm. Also because I feel like having a farm of 100+ acres is something not many people have the opportunity to experience, nor have the opportunity to live on. And every time we host events here for our event venue, people are amazed at what they see just looking across the field. It also gives two other farming families, the Hancocks and the Webbers, help us farm this farm. This project was very important to our family because of what my father asked, but also because it was customized for us. So on our farm, we have, again, two other families that farm with us, but we also have a venue here. So we are, my understanding, the first tobacco barn that's been converted to a venue in Charles County. So we were allowed to operate that business. We also have two houses on the property, which were original to the farm when my parents acquired it in the late 1950s. And we rent those out, so that's income for the farm. So we have multiple streams of income in order to keep the farm and keep the farm running, paying taxes and things like that. So it protected us, but it gave us an opportunity to continue with the businesses that keep us afloat.
I am Virginia Wegner, Mayor, and we're at Society Hill Farm in Mount Victoria, Maryland.
I'm Susan Wegner Gilman, and my family, the Wegner family, Charles and Ruth Wegner, my parents, purchased this property 60 years ago. My sisters, Virginia, Linda, and myself grew up here then and enjoyed the historical and farm atmosphere of the area. Initially, when I learned of the program, I was very excited about it, thinking how wonderful it is for the state wanting to preserve its agricultural properties, to keep the properties rural. And then when I thought about it, I grew up on this property, Society Hill. The house built approximately 1710, historical. The land grant goes beyond 350 years. And I thought, what a wonderful legacy to keep it maintained and carry it on through perpetuity.
We talked to Charles Rice some time ago, and then we talked to him again when we were seriously considering preserving the property. And he was a very good spokesperson for the program. And it looked like a perfect way of keeping the property intact, keeping it in our family as long as we wanted to, but also having resources to do some preservation. And we also wanted to keep it as a farm. We wanted to retain the forests, we wanted to help the flora and the fauna, and we also wanted to continue with farming.
I would tell other farmers, other people considering the preservation program to really give it an opportunity to go sit down with the county with your list of questions and to listen to them and think of the benefits that it could give your family, the community in general, because I know other people, come into the area and want a farm, but there's not many farms left. I think it has many opportunities. It is a unique opportunity. You can customize it for yourself. It can also give you the financial stability that you need. And it also is a personal, really, an experience that makes you feel good for what you've done to preserve something that for us was inherited. Yeah, I would recommend anybody at least go listen to what the county has to say about it.
It's a wonderful program. It works for the citizens of the state. It works for the individual landowners. Preservation of this property helps the river ultimately, helps oxygen, helps provide food. It retains the culture, all the people who've gone through this land. Just think about how many people have gone through here. All of that's retained, so people can look at it in the future.
Anyone interested in the land preservation program should contact the planning division for more information. Anyone in the planning division can direct you to the appropriate staff to get applications filled out.